Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. I don't know what you guys think, but I think that it has been a pretty long time since I last did a topic on cryptocurrencies related things, and I feel that now it's also the perfect moment for another one. As you have seen in the title, we will be discussing the app Crypto.com, only the app by the way, in order to see whether this could be a good place for you to invest in cryptocurrencies or not. Just to give you a bit of an overview, I will first be going into some general features of the app. Secondly, we will be tackling the safety and security topic, which in cryptocurrencies I think it's super important. Thirdly, I will be sharing the things that I like about the app. And finally, I will be sharing the things that I don't like and giving an overall conclusion on it. Before we start, and unless you have been under a rock for the past few weeks, you probably know that the prices of cryptocurrencies overall have increased a lot. Just in the past month, Bitcoin has increased its price from $9,100 each to $11,800, which represents an increase of 29.67%. Considering that this is probably the most stable cryptocurrency out there, it is a pretty major increase in price. If we look at Ethereum, which is the second most popular cryptocurrency, its price has also increased from $235 to $400 in also on only a period of 1 month. This represents an even higher increase in price of 70.21%. To almost double your money in a month is pretty impressive. But the same way that it has been going up so much, it could also be going down at the moment because the markets are very volatile and it's not like Forex or other more traditional markets. Seeing this, the question we all have right now in our minds is, will this trend continue? Will the prices of cryptocurrencies keep going up? And will they surpass the levels that we reached on December 2017 when the big boom happened? To be honest, I have no clue. But what I do know is that the prices of cryptocurrencies or any assets whatsoever only increase if there is an increased amount of people interested and actually buying, in this case, cryptocurrencies. And this is certainly the case. You just have to look at the many headlines of the newspapers to see this, and actually there are many speculations of why this increase of interest is happening right now. Some believe that people are turning into cryptos because they go to the stock market and they see that it is overvalued, specifically the big tech stocks, and considering the relatively unstable current situation, they don't want to risk putting their money there. And it may well be the case. Personally, as mostly a stock market investor, I do believe this, that the stock market is currently pretty overvalued. Considering the current events and how many companies are performing, I certainly don't believe that it is displaying the current reality, and this is why I don't see many major opportunities of investment at the moment. What happens when people like me have this feeling that the stock market is overvalued is that if we have money or if people have money, they look for other places to invest it. Seeing the transition that is happening at the moment into an even more digitalized world with working from home, buying even more things online, I think that it's fair to say that cryptos have a very, very bright future. In conclusion, we have that cryptos are getting increased interest, and with increased interest, people are also looking for platforms where they can buy cryptos. The most popular one, without any doubt, is Coinbase. Then there are others. The second one probably is Binance, which offers very, very low commissions. And then there are many others that are popping up, kind of like startups. And one of these ones is Crypto.com, which is an app on the phone that I will be discussing today. Based on the information I could find out there, Crypto.com was originally founded as Monaco Technologies GmbH on June 16th with Chris Marazalek as CEO, and afterwards on July 6, 2018, the company was rebranded into Crypto.com, which is still the current name. To describe it briefly, it is an app on your phone. It also has the desktop version, but it's a bit different, and we will leave it for these videos I just said at the beginning, in which essentially you can just buy and sell cryptocurrencies. But it is not like other cryptocurrencies platforms, since I think that in my opinion it has some very interesting things to offer. The first one being that you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies without paying a fee, which is very cool. The only thing is that then when you want to move your funds that you have there to another platform or to an external wallet, then you do have to pay a fee. The fees are displayed in the screen, and from what I understand, this is a fixed fee that you pay every time you make a transaction to another wallet, no matter the amount of it. And honestly, this was the main thing keeping me away from using the platform, because I thought that, okay, I can buy and sell cryptocurrencies without paying anything, but then when I want to move my money to another wallet, and so on, then I will be charged very high fees. But as we can see right now in the screen, this is not really the case. The second super cool thing, and the thing that I like actually the most, is that this company or this platform, this app, offers a prepaid credit card that you can get for free. You have many versions, but essentially you can either choose not to put any money there in the platform, or you can choose to put less than 150 euros there blocked in order to be able to use this card. And now I will show you all the benefits that it has. The best thing, in my opinion, is that when using this card you get cashback. And in the screen now you will see the current different possibilities that it offers. The difference are depending on how much of their coin, which is CRO, you put in staking. And maybe now I should mention what staking is in case you don't know. And this is basically to block some cryptocurrencies in one place, getting some benefit in exchange. Sometimes you get a percentage of it in returns, and sometimes in this case you get the benefit of being able to use this credit card that has the cashback. It would be like having a high interest savings account, but in the cryptos world. And now with staking, what I mentioned that you can also stake it and get returns, in this app you can stake their coin, which is CRO, and get up to 20% yearly return on your assets just to keep your money in that coin. And now, just so you have a bit of reference, and going back to the cards that we were seeing, at the current price of the CRO, 1000 CRO only equal to 140 euros. So basically by blocking 140 euros, you can have a card that of course you can top up with normal euros and pay for your day-to-day expenses, but unlike many credit cards from banks for which you either do not get anything or you even have to pay to use it, in this case you are getting, for instance, a 2% cashback every time you buy something. Just to clarify, this 2% cashback is paid to you in CRO, and that if you don't want to have CRO, then you can just sell it, buy another cryptocurrencies, or transform it to dollars and then back to euros. And as you could see in the screen, not only it has cashback, but also other benefits such as Spotify or Netflix for free, among other things. Only for this card, I think that it is already worth using Crypto.com. The reason is very simple. If you have calculated how much you spend every year on things and you do a 2% cashback on that, basically you see how much money you are making for just spending the money that you would spend anyways on other things. In my case, leaving aside the apartment I rent in which I have to do bank transfer, I would say that I spend on regular expenses 5,000 euros a year, if maybe not more, which with a 2% cashback essentially means that I'm making, by having my regular expenses, 100 euros a year for just using this specific card. And don't worry, because if you don't feel like putting this staking 140 euros that we mentioned before in staking, you can also apply for the card that doesn't require anything and in which you get only 1% cashback, but you don't have to leave any money in there in staking. And still with this card, with the example I just shared with you before, you would be making 50 euros per year just to pay with that card. And now I just want to make a point, which is that if you're from the US and watching this, I think that in the US you have many more benefits in terms of credit cards and things like that, in which you get cashback and so on. So maybe this might not surprise you a lot, but I can tell you that in Europe, the banks don't give any kind of cashback in general. So this is actually a very good deal. And now I know that many of you watching will have in mind the topic of safety and security, because of course it's super important, and we have all probably seen news of, oh, these many millions in cryptos were stolen from this place and so on. So here is what you can find in their platform with regards to security. The first one is that they have a cold storage in which they store all the cryptocurrencies of the user. And these are insured by Lloyd's, which is a very big insurance company. And in total, Crypto.com has $100 million directly insured and 360 million including direct and indirect insurance. I think that it is quite a lot. And in terms of cash that you have there in the platform, in the website it only mentions that if you are a US resident you have a coverage of $250,000, but it does not say anything about other locations. Finally, it has other security measures such as the classics of double authentication, logging into your platform with your fingerprint, also verifying every single buy and sell that you do, also having to put the fingerprint, and other measures that I think that are being applied in many other platforms. Now I want to mention something very positive about the app, which is their customer service. In the app you have a place in which you can contact the customer service department, and I have reached out to them 2 times, especially regarding when there was a problem of Wirecard and so on, and always they replied to me within less than 2 hours every single time, and they solved my issues super quickly. So I really want to say thank you, because I think that they are doing a great job in terms of customer service, and yeah, it's something worth mentioning. After seeing this, let's look now at the things that I do not like so much about Crypto.com. The first one is that I have realized that the prices on Crypto.com for the different cryptocurrencies are slightly higher than the ones that you can find in others, such as for instance Binance. I don't know if this is what they put always up for their margin or whatever, but I think it's worth mentioning, because okay, you don't have commissions to buy and sell, but then you are paying a higher price for each cryptocurrency you buy. This is really not that much of a problem if then when you sell them they are also a bit higher, because then the difference is the same that you would do if you bought it in other exchanges, such as for instance Binance that I just shared, but I just think that it's something worth mentioning. And then the second point, which is that with the issue of Wirecard that I mentioned, they had problems with their cards, because I think that they were using their services of Wirecard, and when the company had to close their operations, their cards were not working for, I think it was about a week, but I was super surprised at how fast they managed to make the cards work again and be able to deliver the cards and so on. So I think that I just put it here on bad things, but I think it was a very good thing in the sense that their response to that was very good. So with everything I mentioned, and to close a bit the video, let me share my final thoughts on the app in general. My conclusion is that the app is very good to buy and sell cryptocurrencies if you want to do like swing trading or long-term investing in cryptocurrencies. But if you want to do day trading, it is lacking features such as, for instance, to be able to put limit orders, stop losses, and all of these things. I know that it has that in their website, but it's a bit more complicated, and here in this video I try to focus only on the app. Also, I would like to highlight that their staking programs are very good. As we saw before, you can get up to 20% return just by leaving your money in one coin. And then the second thing are the cards that I already mentioned, that I really like them. The only thing is that, at least in my experience, it took 2 months for me to get the card, but also the Wirecard issue was there in the middle, so I think that also that negatively affected the time that it took for me to receive the card. In terms of user friendliness of the app and customer service, they are also very good. It's very clear, very easy to buy and sell cryptocurrencies. And with this, I will leave it for today. These were my thoughts, my conclusion on it. I know that I did not mention some advanced features on their desktop, such as, for instance, the exchange or the syndicates, but this is a much more complicated topic. I think that the video was already quite long. I wanted to focus on the app, so please, if you enjoyed it, then make sure to give it a like. It would help the channel massively. And subscribe to the channel if you're not yet subscribed. And as always, see you next time.